Greg, man, that's you, buddy. It's you all over. Welcome back to the 5. This is the C block. I got to the B block. I'm moving on down. We're turning to some 2012 news now, and let's talk about Herman Cain, because his momentum keeps building. Take a look at this latest Quinnipiac poll. When asked who would you vote for in the primary, if the primary were today, Cain placed second with 17% of the vote, just 4 points behind frontrunner Milton Romney, while Rick Perry falling in another poll in third place with 14%. Now, Dana, let me ask you a question. People are counting Perry out. I, for one, am not counting him out. Do you think the guy is alive and well?
Well, he announced today he raised $17 million.
A lot of money.
About the same. I guess the Romney campaign said they came up at about $15 million. So
right.
they're able to raise money. I still am aching for a big speech. Yeah. From Rick Perry. I'd like to hear from him, see him. I know that one of the things about getting in late was that he had to spend a lot of time fundraising so that he could get up and running, get an operation. But now I think it's time to hear from him.
Just a quick thing. I'm going to give a prediction. He has so much pressure on him to do well in this next debate, but expectations are low. I think he's going to hit it out of the park. I think he's going to do very well.
But right now,
and I want him to be alive. In fact, if I wouldn't hurt him, I'd endorse him.
Perry is.
Go ahead. Hop along, sure, guy.
I'm even more firmly in the Rick Perry camp now that Chris Christie bowed out. I think Christie was going to change the whole dynamic. And I know everyone's going to say Christie took away from Romney. Now that he's out, Romney's gaining the Christie vote. But I don't think so. I think Rick Perry, he's had the bumps in the road, $15 or $17 million in the bank right now. He looks good. One good debate, he'll be on top.
Huh?
Rick Perry reminds me of the jock that never had to show up for class.
Yeah, well,
where is he?
I don't know. I never showed up.
Well, he also has a job to do. I mean, he's governing
like Bob.
He
reminds you of Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Bob doesn't remember
the one
that.
thing that interests me is that Romney continues to show up in these poll after poll after poll and never goes up. He is 25% is 25%. Now he drops down a little bit, maybe gets to 25. That's it.
Well, that's good.
Well, it's good if he should be remaining steady, which everyone's saying this is what he's done. This is why he might be the last man standing. But he should be have more of an uptick after Perry starts stumbling in these debates, after other candidates start to implode, after Bachmann implodes. He's just not moving. So I do think that is a bit troublesome.
I don't know why would he have not moved against when Christie got out?
Well, right.
Well,
but the poll was
Christie was never in.
The other side of
when he announced he was out, I would have assumed that some of the undecided would have jumped.
Yeah, but that poll, when was that poll taken? Because Christie just said that yesterday, so you got to give it a little bit of time. I think next week we should take a look.
But also the other side, the Perry, the Cain, the Bachmann, they're all fighting over the Tea Party vote right now. They're tossing that one around. Yeah. It seems
I actually heard that they were
25 and everyone else is playing around with the rest.
I actually heard they were fighting over Bob's endorsement.
Yeah, I'm sure
and
they were.
it is a knockdown, drag out.
They don't want it.
We're going to show
let me ask you something about. I want to illustrate the Herman Cain. You interviewed Herman Cain last night.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
we might even have some sound.
Yes, we can. Do we have it? Yes, we can.
The media was trying to suck him into this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the extent to which Governor Perry got sucked in because of the media hype. But you see, it's a different ball game once you become a candidate.
Will you pick him as your VP, Christie?
Probably not.
No.
Because he wants to finish out his term as governor.
Yeah.
Not because I don't think he's a good guy.
Okay,
but because I've got a few other people on my short list.
So can I just point out what a great interviewer I am? After I say that, and he says no. He goes, yes, I have my short list of vice president candidates. I don't ask him who's on the list.
Well,
but
Greg,
the short list, you and I could be on that.
Yes.
You don't want to go
that was
along
unnecessary, Dana. I am actually a half an inch taller than you.
That's true.
Yeah, let me put it this way. Everybody else in the history of politics would have asked that question, but you always wanted to counter on that thing. Now, Romney, let's get back to Romney for a second. He's got a little bit of a problem here, I think, on the Hispanic dimension. Because he's a moderate, as we know, and trying to fit into a conservative party, he's gone way over on the issue of illegal immigration. It's going to hurt him?
Yeah, it's going to hurt him. I mean, it's one of the other things besides abortion, besides health care. It's immigration as well. Because as governor of Massachusetts, he was firm. He was less than firm on immigration early in the term. And then later on, when he realized he was going to run for president, he got a little bit tougher on immigration.
This is why I think that Governor Perry needs to give a big speech, because being governor of Massachusetts and being governor of Texas, when it comes to immigration, you have a very different perspective, and we need to hear from both of them. But I'm not necessarily buying that. I think it's a slight problem. I don't think it's as big. CNN, which is a different network, their exit polls revealed that historically robust 34% of Hispanic voters voted for House Republican candidates in 2010. I don't think that anything is really going to change that much in 2012 for them to lose that percentage.
Yeah, well, what's going to change is there are going to be a lot more voters out, and that 34% will be about 20% of the total.
But if you look at what drives Hispanics to the polls, immigration is not the #1 issue. I agree with you, Dan. I don't think that it hurts Romney as much as everyone thinks.
We need to point out the breaking news this afternoon that Marco Rubio says he's not interested in being anyone's vice president.
Oh, yeah, right.
No, but you know, when you talk immigration,
he says that.
Here's Rubio, who would have had the Tea Party vote and the Latino Hispanic vote as well. Boy, he was going to be.
Is he interested in being the nominee?
It doesn't matter. If he doesn't go, he'll get drafted. Anybody who doesn't pull this guy is out of their minds. I'll tell you. All right, coming up. Starbucks. I've never been to a Starbucks.
That's a lie.
I never have. I don't know what a latte is. I don't know what a half a latte is, a double latte, a triple latte. Taking donations from its customers.
You know what
to spur job growth. That's next on The Five.
And that summer sun had me sweating like a dog, so I cooled off in the creek. Then it was back to work in that